What's good, gente? It's your boy Conejo. Y ya saben, man, we got a good one today. As you can see on the thumbnail, we're gonna be speaking on Baby Joker, someone that's well respected in Watson and in the system, and on both sides of the fence, right? It could be on the so-called active GP or SNY or the dropouts, right? For some of the belief systems and some of the stuff that he stood up for, right? I understand that there might have been a couple of negative things, and some people might not like the individual, right? Because let's be quite real, there's always going to be someone that doesn't like someone. But this individual, in the gang aspect, right? I apologize, sorry about that. In the gang aspect, he was well respected by a lot of individuals, right? Because he stood up for what he believed for, like what he believed in, and what apparently seemed to be right. But he got played out of pocket, and we all know his story, bro. In his situation, he comes out on a big channel. That shout outs to old boy Boxer, homie. That's the homie right there. And make sure to tap in right there if you want to know a little bit more about the individual, especially because he calls. He tends to call and do his lives and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna be doing like a profile. I'm gonna be speaking a little bit more about what I think about the individual and how it used to be as like when I was a youngster and the shit that we heard about the individual, right? Because even though the he did defect at a stage where I was still considered active, which I still am, homie. You guys already be knowing. Um, this individual was well respected, and a lot of people used to talk about the individual, right? Because a lot of people, even though they knew what happened to him, they still got to go by what politics says. So if they said he was no good, he was no good. But that doesn't take the fact that a lot of individuals from the Watson have a lot of love for this individual, right? And don't get me wrong, like I said, there might be some that actually don't like the individual, right? Because something done happened to him, or I mean, people can be a victim at certain times. I mean, shit happens in life. So we're gonna be speaking on this individual. So I hope you guys like the video, bro. Like I said, so make sure to hit a thumbs up. And yeah, man. So let's get started. So pretty much, me growing up and like being a young homie, right? Like I done said it before. I didn't really like have a lot of hate towards the Sureños or nothing like that, because Watson's more like a raza thing. But you end up getting involved with hoods, and through time, like through school and all this type of thing, you start getting a little type of hate through with certain individuals, right? Because you start fighting them and shit like that. And with a lot of homies that, well, let's be quite real, right? A lot of homies like Baby Joker, a lot of individuals that I'm gonna get to, right? Because like I said, I'm gonna do a profile on certain individuals that are old timers and they've been around the system and shit like that, right? But some of them don't politic like that. Done really good things for the town. Baby Joker was more of a person that brought the political thing, right? So me as a youngster, we had to become more political when the homie was pretty much out there, right? Cause like pretty much like my hood had a homie that happened to have a lot of run-ins with old boy, which happens. His name's Danger, right? And I'm gonna end up making a profile on Danger too, cause he used to be a big homie as well, and that's an individual that's from my hood. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? Maybe I'll drop this next profile in the next couple of days about the homie Danger. You know what I'm saying? And how he got his case and all that. So it gives me time to actually look it up and shit like that. But this individual happened to push a lot of the politics into my hood and stuff like that, and a lot of the hood had a lot of respect for this individual, and this individual had a lot of respect for Baby Joker. So, as people know, I mean, this is all happened to do with the same part, pretty much the same case that the homie probably is in there for. So this individual did bring a lot of politics, homie, especially if he was actually the one running the whole little group in Matson. Especially like people say, when people got charisma and they have what people known like huevos way. ¿Sí me entiendes? Like pretty much that they know in the past, homie, that this fool done put it down, and he just don't speak like to speak, homie. He's more of an action type of person, right? Like he ain't gonna send fools on suicide missions or none of that, right? So a lot of people respect that, bro, and so that's why a lot of people in Watson like the individual. And A lot of youngsters, even though nowadays they might not even know who Baby Joker is, which I could be wrong, right? Because a lot of people do tend to tap into the YouTube and figure out on shit like that, especially history. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Watsoneros that feel played, homie. You know, like I'm pretty sure if there was a little group of Watsoneros that, well, especially from his hood, they would have rocked with them ASAP. You know what I mean? So they still tend to respect them, homie, in Green Valley. Like I said, some heads, but you guys gotta understand, as political as he made it, they still abide by them bylaws, right? And what the cause stands for. So that's why at times I tend to say like, well, they still consider them and look at him some type of way, but they still give him respects, homie, for what he did, homie. The only reason why he might have some type of drama now, um, like I said, even though he has respects, is because he does have the opportunity, pretty much, to go back active. There's been filters put up and shit like that. Cause I don't talk to some homies that are active to this day, right? And people will be like, man, well, that's kind of biased because they're fucking with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That we communicate and chill, spread and kick it. And he's over here saying that they don't really got respect for him in that type of way, because he kind of didn't want to partake no more, homie. And I told the homie straight up, I don't blame the homie, G, especially how he got betrayed, homie. I was like, I don't blame the homie for thinking different. You know what I'm saying? Like, respects to Baby Joker, homie, and I understand why he thinks different now, bro. Cause now that he partakes with everybody, all the raza, he don't see people different. And like he said, homie, if you guys tap into the homie's videos, this homie doesn't hate like the homies from down south or nothing like that. He don't see cutter lines like that, but he does believe in the whole cause. So that's something that people gotta understand, that some people might respect them, but this new generation, homie, they're gonna view him as a dropout, as someone that's no good and shit like that. But at the end of the day, like I said, if you guys want to know a little bit more about the homie, I recommend you to tap into the homie's videos, drop comments, let him know, hey, especially because he taps into the live. So if the homie sees this video, homie, shout outs to Boxer, homie. Let the homie know, homie, that we send my love, I send my love in full, and pretty much this video is to let people know that how I feel about the homie. And like growing up, I didn't really know the individual, but I know he brought up a lot about the political stuff to my hood. So it kind of fucked it up in my type of way. But shout outs to the homie though, because at the end of the day, he believed, he stood up for what he believed in. And people gotta respect that at the end of the day. And I believe he hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Because I know a lot of homies have hella love for this individual. So hopefully, if he does come home one day, fuck, it's all good. So hopefully people know that at the end of the day, Dispensa, man, the power had gone out. That's why I haven't gone live, G. You know what I'm saying? So Dispensa to the gente that I haven't gone live, but it's because of that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Bad weather in Watson. You guys already be knowing, Jay. You know what I'm saying? We're in the area, so shout outs to all the Watsoneros out there and all that. But pretty much this video was out there just to give a little bit of respect, homie, to the homie Baby Joker, and to my subscribers, homie, especially if they be asking me to make a certain profile on a certain individual. But if you guys want to know a lot of anything about Baby Joker and shit like that, tap into Paradigm Media with the homie Boxer, homie, and he'll tell you straight up, and he'll probably contact you like on some real life questions. Like if you got a comment or something you want to know about the individual, that's the one person to tap in with. You know what I'm saying? And he'll reply to any comment just like myself, homie. If you drop a comment on this thing, he'll reply, homie, even if it's an old video. So just make sure to do that, homie. And yeah, bro, with all that being said, man, I send my love and food to everyone, homie. So if you like this video, put a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, homie, it's free, homie. Put a thumbs down. Gee, it is what it is. With all that being said, man, if you're a new viewer, like I said, make sure to subscribe and share with others, homie. And yeah, remember, it's your boy Conejo, and I'm out.